Every single month on this YouTube channel, we do a $100 gift card giveaway to SpeakUpShop.com. Now, how do you enter? Well, it's easy. All you have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel, and just like that, you're entered. At the end of the month, I will choose a random subscriber to win the $100, so good luck to all of you guys. However, if you don't want to wait until the end of the month and you want to buy some cubes right now, then just use my discount code ENCODED for 5% off every SpeakUpShop order. Alright, let's get right into the video now, shall we? Alright, what's guys, Skewb encoded. In today's video, I'll be attempting myself with Skewb for the very first time with 0 health. So yeah, believe it or not, throughout my entire cubing career, I have never saw this Skewb before. In fact, I've never even owned one. And if it sounds bad, it's because it is. You know, I've been cubing for over 6 years at this point. I have accumulated over 200 puzzles, yet not one of them is a Skewb. And so you can definitely say that I'm a little bit behind, but today we're going to fix that. So this is the GAN Skewb, and yes, I know for my very first Skewb is a little bit extra, but hey, what are you going to do? And in this video, I'm going to be opening it up as my very first Skewb of my entire life and solving it for the very first time, so this should be a lot of fun. Alright, so GAN Skewb. Now, I've actually had this puzzle for a while, I just never actually bothered to open it until now, and so slide it open, and there you go. So normal GAN packaging, and let's just like take out this little accessory box. Let's see, what kind of accessories does the Skewb have? I've never even seen it before. Alright, so let's see, GAN bag. Honestly guys, how many cube bags do you really even need? Like, I probably have 20 to 30 cube bags at this point, and so I'm just gonna throw that away because I don't need that. Alright, then a little tool, put that down, and then some pamphlets. Alright, that is about it, and now we're going to take a look at the Skewb. Now, although this is my first time unboxing this Skewb, you know, obviously I've tried them at competitions, and my first impressions of them were that they just never stood on my hands. You know, I tried turning it once, and it would just fly out of my hands, which really annoyed me, and maybe that's why I never actually bothered to get one. But anyways, let's just open the wrapper up. And there you go, my very first Skewb. Okay, wow, so I'm not sure if most Skewbs are like this, but the GAN one is super nice, and oh my god, I feel like a non-cuber saying all this kind of stuff. You know, although I like to consider myself a pretty hardcore cuber, this is not my expertise, which is crazy because I've been cubing for over 6 years, so it's not every day that you try a puzzle for the very first time. Alright, let's just turn this now, so... Okay, that feels nice. Okay, so how do people like finger trick on this? Because all I know how to do are like single moves. Okay, I'm not gonna scramble it yet because I don't want to mess it up and screw myself over. Now the turning, I mean, it feels nice. Like, I don't even know what to compare it to, but you know, I'm turning right now, and it seems like it's turning pretty well. There really isn't much to say. Now, this puzzle does feel like super high quality, and just looking at the colors, looking at the plastic, like, it feels premium, which is something that definitely helps. You know, I remember when I tried the Rubik's clock for the very first time, the Shingshao clock was not really that great, and so I was trying to turn the little dials. It was pretty hard, but you know, turning this right now, it just feels very, very effortless, and you guys must be cringing so hard just like watching me turn this for the first time. You know, I'm literally turning this like a non-cuber, and so I'm very sorry that you guys have to witness this. Now, luckily, the cube does not seem to be falling out of my hands, and so that is very appreciated. You know, it's feeling very sturdy, very stable, and maybe that's just because of the magnets. Alright, but yeah, that is really all I have to say about this. You know, it feels nice in my hands, it feels premium, it feels like a good product, but apart from that, I have literally zero insight on this puzzle. Alright, and here's the part that you've all been waiting for. Now, we are going to scramble this puzzle and attempt to solve it with 0 health. Now, I've actually done this with the Mega Mix before, and it was kind of hard. However, from what I heard, to solve this cube, you really just have to do a bunch of sledgehammers. Now, I don't even know what a sledgehammer is on this cube, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But anyways, I'm gonna close my eyes and just start randomly turning it and, you know, just get it scrambled. And so I don't really know how long we're supposed to turn a Skewb to scramble it. I'm gonna scramble it for at least like a minute, and so it's gonna be super, super hard to solve. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Alright, that seems to be enough. And oh boy, why am I just like super intimidated by this? Okay, so see this yellow part? I'm gonna connect it over, and oh shoot. Guys, I got a side. That seemed to do something. You can see all these pieces are connected, and so now I am going to, yeah, I really have no clue. Now, whenever I see people solving Skewbs, they seem to be solving like the outer pieces first, and then they solve the centers, and so I want to work on this. So I have 3 corners up here, and so if I just try moving over the other blue piece, frankly, I don't know how to do that, but yeah, okay, that didn't work. Guys, I have no idea how to turn this thing. You know, when I'm doing the moves, I don't really know where it's going, and so it's super confusing right now. Guys, once again, I am very sorry that you have to witness just how incompetent I am. You know, this is the very first time I'm doing this, and it's very difficult, trust me. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get this little, like, white corner into right over here, because I'm trying to get these white corners. Like, I've been trying to do that for the past 2 minutes, and it does not seem to be working. Oh my god, why is this so much harder than I thought it would be? You know, earlier today, I was talking to my friend that Harley Cube. You know, she averages like 50 seconds on 3x3, and even she said that the Skewb would be easy, but that's a lie. This is so much harder than I thought it would be. So for the first few minutes of me trying to solve a Skewb, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. You know, this was the first time I had ever tried solving a scrum with Skewb before, and so I was just trying to learn how the cube's mechanics even work. Now, something I had a lot of difficulty with was learning how each turn affected the cube's position. You know, I would do a turn, and all of a sudden the piece would be somewhere I didn't expect it to be, and so that was a huge hurdle I had to cross. In fact, at one point I got so frustrated that I decided to just use some shortcuts. Guys, I can't even twist corners. Not like I was going to, but you know, it was a possibility that I might have to do a little bit of tinkering on the puzzle to solve it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on trying to do this and stop being stupid. Oh my god, okay. Now, it seemed as though the more I turned the cube, the more confused I would get. You know, I was constantly making great progress and then messing up, and getting some more progress and then messing up again, rinse and repeat. Eventually, I started to get really tired, and I even needed to lay down for a little bit. Oh my god, guys, I just started turning the cube a little bit more, and it seemed like I just completely started over. I'm gonna have to lay down for a little bit. After trying to solve the cube for over 40 minutes, I still didn't have a very good grasp of how the cube worked. You know, I was still constantly making turns, not understanding what it did to the cube, and compared to what I was used to with 3x3, 5x5, and 6x6, it was a really big difference. It definitely took a lot of spatial visualization that I frankly didn't have, but I was going to keep on practicing and practicing until I could finally understand it. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you know, I shall try to solve something. I'm really trying to figure out how to learn how the cube's mechanics work, and so that has been a little bit difficult for me, but that's alright. After about 50 minutes, I reached out to my friend in hopes of some positive reinforcement. Bro, could you tell me like why Skewb is so hard? Like, I'm trying to get even the first layer, and I can't do it.
Kevin, I just think you're stupid. You know, that might be it.
Obviously, I didn't get that, and for the next 20 minutes, I would continuously make progress, and then lose it again, rinse and repeat. Again. Oh shoot, I just did something, and I'm not gonna lie, the cube looks awfully solved right now. I just messed it up. You know what, guys? Maybe this is like a mindset problem. You know, maybe I have to visualize Skewb as like my enemy. You know, I heard like successful businessmen doing that. You know, when they have a problem in business, they kind of visualize the problem as their enemy, and so, you know, that's the way to put it. After all these trials and tribulations, I was finally starting to get a little bit of a sense of how this cube worked. Like, finally, I was able to understand how the pieces float around the cube, which gave me some basic knowledge on how to actually solve it. And it turns out, these little tools were all I really need, and after 80 minutes or so of repeated attempts, I was finally about to crack the case. Okay, I learned how to make one layer, basically. Like, that's kind of like the only thing I know how to do so far. So I'm just gonna start just messing around with moves then, and just see what kind of moves kind of work, you know? Oh shoot, okay guys, I think I've done something. So you can see 4 more centers. Okay, like, I'm pretty sure if I just like spammed an algorithm or something, like, I could solve it, but I don't really know what algorithm it is. Oh my god, guys, we have finally done it. You know, when I first started this video, I thought this is going to be pretty easy. You know, it's only going to take around 30 minutes to film. No, it took like an hour and a half. And frankly, I think the main reason why is because I had just never turned a Skewb before, and so I didn't really know how the Skewb actually worked. You know, I'll do a turn and expect the pieces to go to a certain place. However, they go to a completely different location, which really threw me off at first. But after making some algorithms for myself and just, you know, trying to memorize different solutions, I was able to solve one piece at a time and eventually learn how to solve the entire puzzle. Now, main takeaways from today, honestly, solving that thing for the very first time felt exactly the same as when I solved my first 3x3 6 years ago. You know, I remember I was 12 years old, I was just sitting on my bed and I was just following a tutorial, trying to do an algorithm, and finally I got it. And you know, I remember just looking at the cube in its entirety, making sure that every single piece was solved, and then just feeling an immense level of pride within me. And it was the exact same today. You know, I was just turning it randomly and eventually just like doing my own little moveset, and eventually I was able to do it. I definitely got a hard dopamine hit right there, and it felt really great. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you give me a like and subscribe to the channel, and also comment the type of videos that you guys want next. You know, I'd love to know. Alright, that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.